Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Hunters of Justice. With me, Tashi, Rascal, who's here too. Hiding in the background, not saying anything.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Last time we have finished the chapter 20. We have seen the Joker. He's as crazy as they have seen, they have said. And now we are gonna focus on the others who are focusing on some other enemies, other targets. And from seeing the first paragraph, I would say it's Yang and Blake. Who they were trying to get, I don't know if it was the Penguin or the other team, but we will see. We will see where we go from this. So, Yang began as she and Blake walked on the sidewalk, moving with the pedestrian traffic. What's the plan? Right now, Blake answered, we wait until Katie gives us a signal, then we move in.
There it rhymes. We wait for Kate.
Yeah, we wait for Kate. I got that. My question is, how are we going to get in? I mean, there are doors and windows, probably. I'm sure you will think of something. Listen, continue to walk along. I almost had walk along. I mean, that would be very strange if Blake is walking along because she's a cat girl.
Chance that whatever outfit she's wearing, some people might think that Blake's ears is part of her hero costume.
Yeah? I can't imagine her wearing something like this. Something like this.
Okay.
Both she and Yang were wearing similar clothes in similar costumes. But I think it's common,
Okay.
allowing them to maintain sympathy along the contemporary lifetime. Both girls were wearing evening gowns, Blake's rich black and Yang's vibrant yellow. The skirts touched down toward their feet, but never once did they settle to tip over it. The backs were exposed to the cool autumn air, as were their arms and neckline. Each person was hanging over their shoulders, which housed their actual equipment, while also completing the look. You know, just gonna say it, we look good, they pointed out, to which Blake silently agreed. They focused attention to their surroundings, and it was a stark contrast to what one normally thought of Gotham. They were in a more upscale part of the city, filled with nice shops, restaurants, and clubs. For a moment, the scene created a mask that could make one think that the reputation was undeserved. But upon digging...
Is anyone using those clubs?
Yeah. But upon taking a single look at the destination, the mask was on the way. The Iceberg Lodge, and at the end of the street. A gleaming white building made to look like an iceberg. I mean, yeah, that's why it's named Iceberg Lounge. So it comes up with ice-like appearance, mark the entrance. Yes?
It just remind me of the Carousel Boutique.
It doesn't look like a carousel at all. Well, a pair of burly security guards opened and closed a velvet rope for the would-be patrons. The patrons themselves were clearly high class, judging by the jewels and expensive clothing they wore, not to mention the air of arrogance all the rich person could expel. Yeah, it's strange that they didn't send Wise here. Most of living with Wise had been accustomed to it, even if the girl was honestly trying. Do you see her? Yes, but they shook her head. Kate, right? Probably, yes.
Probably.
Not yet, Frodo replied with a small frown. And I don't see a way in. It may not look like it, but the space is heavily guarded. God, security I can make about everything you can think of. Damn! Young Kurt shook her head as they passed a young woman with a short black hair wearing a fine dress. Still seeing the escort, young Blake put a bench and sat down on it. Keeping their attention focused on the lodge, they continued to wait, yet twiddling their thumbs while Blake tapped her foot. Finally, after what seemed like eternity, that's a mistake, kinda. They felt the escort was, and they both pulled that out. See, it happens to everyone.
Yep.
Kate, where are you? I don't even know where that stupid song is from. But it's in my mind every time I hear where are you.
What do?
Not that one. That's a different tone. Young experts scanning the environment to find the social light. Correctly in line, Kate answered. They looked towards the line, but they saw a woman with short-haired hair waving at them. Young Blake nodded, and hung up and walked towards her. Kate and them joined the line behind her, and all three turned their attention to the front. Could have found a better way in? Young asked, and Kate shook her head. I mean, yeah, the front door is the most secure way to go in. This is the easiest way, he clarified, as she led the two girls further down the line. Once you get inside, you know what to do. I mean, if you get inside. They noted an acknowledgement, then continued traversing the line. They listened to the idle conversation around them, both to scope out any potential leads, while also elevating the boredom. Unfortunately, most were quite Maynard. Maynard? Boring? Probably. Who is that you are wearing? Glasses? Bunny? Burberry? Not Bunny. This is not a furry club. Yeah, no, there is one furry now, gonna be inside. As to say, I'm looking forward tonight, darling. The past few weeks have been absolutely dreadful. Did you hear about Jump City? Thank goodness the amendment was taken down in time. And the thing I thought about moving there. I mean, thinking about that, Jump City is safer most of the time than Gotham. There are more like minor supervillains there. Except T-Rex, obviously. Dragon. Same thing, same difference. There are more demons. Not really, but it is a demon because they're more taking magic from everyone else. The combinations fill the air, and after Blake and Yanks have been tuned them out. He said they forgot on what they had to do. The plan was, at its core, simple. They get into the Iceberg Lodge, which they were about to do, then find information about the arms leading, either from Gamma Cigarette or the penguin himself. There you go, they are for the penguin. I mean, obviously, the Iceberg Lodge.
We also need to find Gunther and the Ice King.
Finally, what they need, get out. Simple enough, but part of Blake, just new things wouldn't go that simply. Nothing ever did anymore. Oh, that I think about it. Yang had a bad reputation to fight against people with umbrellas. He had a hard time fighting against Nero. Now personalize him. Name. The murder security guard said, as he made into the front of the line. Maybe it is not a little leap. Maybe it's the same guy from the last chapter of Name. Considering Kate, his answer and pointing at Yang, and Blake from behind her shoulder. With two together.
Both one of them says, I'm +1, and the other says, I'm +2.
The security guard found and flipped through this list. That's all it doesn't. He then turned toward the door and opened it, allowing the three women inside. And they didn't send their name. The rest of there hid them, and they passed the threshold. Not close enough to be uncomfortable, but enough to be noticeable. Inside, they immediately noticed why it was called the Iceberg Lodge, and the mountain of ice that it is up to the rooftop. At its top sat a group of musicians, one playing the piano and the rest a series of string instruments, who filled the air with a sweet melody. I mean, yeah, that's usually the setup. Massive pool of ice and water sat in the middle, surrounded by multiple floors of tables, guests, and waitresses. The room was consisting of fine white marble, textured to look like ice, with sparkling glass chandeliers hanging overhead. Inside the pool, they saw live seals swimming about, and lounging lazily. On hulks of ice alongside penguins, fish, and other Arctic and Antarctic animals. Phew! And they told this place was fancy on the outside. They noted. Too many told the front. They replied in the frown. I mean, it kinda is and isn't.
Fronts can also be legit businesses too.
Yeah.
Where services and goods are actually being sold. Imagine this: that there was the front is a barber shop, right? So you go over there and ask for a haircut, and they do it. But then you learn it's a front for a criminal organization, so all of a sudden your hair grows back because it was fake.
And also a very good place to find rich people who are about to buy guns as well.
Yep.
Never said it wasn't. And I can definitely see why people are like this place. Just as Yang finished speaking, a waiter carrying a plate of shrimp and nipping glasses walked around the room and looked at the cell phone. With a smile on her face, she took one and waved him along before biting down. Oh my god, this is delicious! Like absolutely around. As he finished the sample, putting him leg to side, I gave to shake her hand. What? I imagine saying that.
The theology of the Remnantians would still make the phrase "Oh my God." Oh, what did they use before? Oh my brothers or oh my gods or something.
I mean, they don't really think of the gods anymore because God literally left them to their own.
Is
I
that
mean,
expression they did use in the show though?
I don't know. Maybe they would say, oh my god, multiple.
Well,
Because they have to.
since it's used on Earth, which they moved in several months ago, I think that's probably long enough to potentially pick up on the lingo. Um, but
Yeah,
that phrase is kind of almost a reflex, however.
yeah.
So they caught on to the lingo enough to say it without thinking, perhaps.
Maybe.
Okay.
Is she always like this? It's respect to the folders. Yes, they nodded. Then looked around the main lodge. There were hundreds of patrons scattered around the floors, accompanied by even more waitresses and waiters. Several murder security guards stood careful watch at key points, with a few standing around what appeared to be empty walls. They followed fools, however, and knew that there were likely several secret entrances along those walls. Where they led, he could only guess. No obvious way in, it nodded with a frown, fiddling her fingers, then looked around as well, and spotted an opening, and smiled. Leave it to me, he said, walking past the waiter carrying more shrimp, laying another morsel on the way. Then to make her up, he sashayed over to a young waiter. He noticed her immediately and blushed heavily as she came closer.
As a reminder, this was the team that eventually loses radio communication with the rest. That concerned Oracle. Potentially, it's already happened. If not, then maybe if they get to the more secret section, there
I
could
mean,
be even. And it does make sense. If you have a secret lounge inside this place, you might want to make sure that there's no radio communication with police outside or something like that.
literally, I am literally working in a factory where there is no signal inside. So it is very much doable. Especially if it's underground. Here.
It's pretty darn common to get that in the middle of hospitals too, especially in the middle of the building instead of along the outer edge where the windows are.
Yeah.
You just got so much concrete above you to block the signal.
And there are literally signal blocker items. Technology.
In the case of organized crime, I would expect them to have that.
Not in
In
organized crime,
key
and I
location.
said in real life as well. They use
Yeah.
it.
I wonder if it works anything like noise cancellation headphones, where the way it does it is projects sound at you that has a neutral tone to it. You can hardly hear it, but because sound is projected towards your ear, it blocks the other sound. Now I wonder if signal blockers do the same thing, just uh, jam other signals by sending other signals, so that the other signal can't get through the other signal because it's too loud.
Yeah, it is literally a select tool ever, isn't it? If you think about that, the select screwdriver can do that. If you can find the tool, the signal wave.
Yeah, probably. Especially if it's like electrical or sound wave.
Yeah. Oh my god! Make button. Covering her face like it has an eyebrow. Lively. One, it was itchy. Yes. Her face is covered. ignorant. You have no idea, they replied, tying and moving her hands for, to look at Yang. Just running heavily with the young waiter, who was staring at her at every move. At the same time, he saw Yang's hand sneak around to his side, continuing to act and the flood acted and the flood. That's the very strange way of continuing to act over the flood. While actually swapping his keycard. The waiter hardly noticed it, so focused on Yang. Before she whispered something into his ear and sent him off staring at his face. As she disappeared behind the counter, they walked back towards her partner, and Kate holding the swiped keycard in her hand. Got it? She declared with a smile, then handed the card to me. You guys go ahead, I will catch up. Why? They asked, and Yang smiled. I mean, it will be very obvious that she was the one who swiped the card if she disappeared right after he sent the boy away to get something. Right?
If that card had a photo ID on it, they got some explaining to do to try to use it.
Everything more of the same things, obviously. Seriously, they are really good. Thus, not only would I look like a jerk after pulling this on, it would put suspicion on us. Yes, that is what I said, that it would be very suspicious if you disappeared right after. And the first thing I would check is, oh, do I have anything on me?
Well, I can imagine what she's thinking of here, that I'm really, really interested in you. Would you please come to my... Okay, go away now.
No, she said that she asked for more shrimp cocktails.
Uh-huh. Actually, maybe that's what she was whispering to his ear.
Yeah.
I really love those shrimp cocktails.
No, I mean, why? We just had the East Wing get interrupted with the road. She knew that's what she said. Yeah, he smiled and flashed a thumbs up. Then the masterman tried to break away, and they went back to the bar. Just as the waiter came back with a plate of shrimp. The two women walked through the crowd, putting more and more distance between them and Yang, and before long, they found themselves in a slightly less crowded hallway. A pair of guards stood watch at the far end, and for the corner turned to corner. As the waiters admitted his hands like yes, leaving no obvious blind spots for them to exploit. Though that they could before Yang could join them. He pointed to one of the walls, which makes nothing. They made their way over to the crowd, trying to avoid any patrons, only for Blake to accidentally bump one that made out of nowhere. Oof! They got it. That's how they rotated to the side. Or on the top. The mad woman was standing back as well. But before she could fall over, they caught her by the hand and kept her up. Oh my goodness! The woman said, come to me. Happy, what are you doing there? I mean, they are a tourist. It could be, they could be there.
Yep.
Are you okay, miss? They asked as she helped the clearing dark woman and herself. The woman dusted herself off, taking her nice ass before nodding in drunken acceptance. I'm fine, really, truly. She listened and looked at Blake, and smiled while holding out her hand. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Ada Dabrovna. You? I
Look up that name.
might have heard that name before.
If that lady...
that is the cat woman.
What? Really?
Yeah?
Her supposed to be Selena Kyle.
I mean, there were multiple Catwoman.
Okay. Then it kind of confirms the theory I was thinking about. She may have just stole something from Blake.
And that, no. It is Selena Kyle. And Elena Napoleon is her alias.
Alias? Alright.
Alias, yeah. But I know that I heard his name before. Because the Catwoman I have watched before.
Maybe, well, I doubled down what I said here. I think Blake just got stolen from.
Hmm.
What was she carrying that was worthwhile, though?
I mean, she was, he had a key card.
I, yeah, uh, Blake gave it to. No, sorry. Yang gave it to Blake?
Yeah? I think, probably me.
Well, that key card's just passing around, isn't it?
Yeah?
And it tells me where she's trying to go, too.
And if it is Elena Napoleon, then she is not drunk at all.
Yeah,
You?
probably.
Big fan. Big fan. Taking the woman's hand. Again, I tried to bumping into you with Napoleon. I mean, even the beginning that she appeared out of nowhere is little just a handover that, oh, this is not just a normal human. I mean, we are talking about Blake, who was kind of like agility and sadness. He wouldn't just bump into someone, some normal person.
Wait a second. A cat funnest bumps into Catwoman.
Yeah?
Gonna have a kitty scratch fight or something.
Maybe they team up. It's fine, honey. Well, I won't keep you or your friend any longer. Let it in before one they go. I only got what I wanted. Staying from side to side. By handling the card in her hand. We watched her go, to assure she wouldn't fall over. And once the dragon woman disappeared into the crowd, he turned to walk towards the gate. The other woman nodded and Blake leaned against the wall. The light side was far between them, and they waited for Yang to make their way over. I mean, Blake is not really know about this trick, that every thief knows that, oh sorry, I bumped over you, and in the meantime stealing everything movable from you, without you noticing. I mean, it could be just that he is taking everything from them, like jewelry and other things from everyone.
If it was a lot more conspicuous, like E. Hondo spirals into a ball and launches across the room head first, bumps into someone and said, "Oops, I bumped into you. I'm sorry."
Yeah, but I'm assuming that she was looking at what Yang was doing. She saw what happened. She saw that Blake had the card and she took it from her.
There you go.
So, he started after a moment. Her eyes pieces on the couch. What's your story?
Oh, it's a really boring story, actually.
Yeah, it's a really boring story. My kind is very not trusted, and I was part of an organization made against humanity.
What? I wonder if Kate actually would be interested in that.
Yeah, they thought on how the best to answer that short. He was money, and the group thinking we were doing the right thing, only for them to become worse and worse until I could no longer survive again. So I left, but Yang, Rice, and Ruby. And you know the rest. They knew that wasn't entirely sufficient for Overnatura, but she knew that the tactic Kate was using. But one was using the appearance of combination to two animals of their son, and she intended to play along the best they could. She nodded back, then closed her arms.
I wonder if you have any classy sounding music in this selection?
Probably not.
Fit the setting if you can find something like that.
There you go.
Decent.
This is the musician playing in the background. There you go. Former army myself before. Wait, is this former army two words?
Former. Army. Jeez, I can't. It's hard to pronounce that.
It's former
I think
army.
it's. Yeah.
I don't know if it can be written in one word, but my mind immediately puts it into two. To find a search for motion trailers, and lift it from place to place to find something on Gotham. Being here ever since. Make no sense at Casey's bones, just as the egg finally came over to them. He had a proud smile on her face, almost victorious. It only goes her to her mouth on the side. You know, he was kind of sweet. At my time, when I was able to help him out with someone else. And they can, as she folded over her hands behind her head, making out her eyes at Yang, and sighed again before re-educate. You ready? It asked, as she suddenly pulled out a small cylinder from her purse. Yeah, noted, I just need to go to the bracelet on the wrist, and then put it on, and they tugged on the ribbon wrapped around her arm. Kindle in black, blowing Kindle in back, glanced at the guard, and pressed the button on the cylinder. At once, I was lighting the eye my large shut off, plunging the entire room into darkness. Scared and confused, came saying out as I told one that what's going on. I wanted to race to face the problems. But after a few seconds, the lights came back on. I was sad at the lights attentively, and daring them to turn off again. More than nothing happened. They showed and went back to doing what they were doing before. No one is the woman who was slowing their way past the crowd. The guard, not even the men themselves. I mean, they are not saying which woman, only the shape or the four women. Right? I wonder if they are gonna figure out that, oh wait, we don't have the card. Not just come. There you go. We can do one more set. I have seen that every the part is actually long. The team managed to find an empty room further down the hallway, away from the unpatrolling guards. There, in their relative privacy, they were able to change into their costume and to their former attire as best as they could. All clear, they stated as she peeked out the door, looking for any guard. The gunboat shouted on, and loaded with rubber bullets, loaded in their suppressor. They fired out first, followed by Yang and Metwoman. The two others allowed Batwoman to take a point, who led them further into the hallway. Our best is to find the Penguin's archive, Batwoman explained, and they head down the hallway. Following that, we take the direct approach. I mean, are you guys sure that there are no cameras? Are you guys sure that the Penguin is not looking at you or stumbling around the building?
I can actually
right
imagine
moment?
Yang cracking her knuckles along with her next reply.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, he said. You know that there never was one to prepare sales or say so fine, but could, when the situation calls for it. Hopefully, should they feel the need to ask the Penguin directly, he would be in comparable mood. If not, I knew she had ways to make him talk.
Yeah, hopefully the Penguin is not in a chilly mood.
Ah. I'm pretty sure Mr. Freeze is not here at the moment.
No, not likely. But I guess it's. I think this is sort of like his environment that he would have, but probably way more hidden and much more scientific.
Hi.
Penguin, however, likes something classy, ritzy, and with a hidden criminal element to it.
Aww. He asked me to get her in my lap. So yeah, I'm gonna read like this. A lot of time. Suddenly, they stopped for a switching and they picked up a faint sound coming from towards them. Hearing like the sign immediately, they threw herself into the side behind, herself to the side behind the wall, outcropping them while Maxwell and her partner in the same or the opposite side. A few moments later, a pair of burly men wielding assault rifles calmly walked down the corridor, chatting among themselves. They prepared to attack them, only for Maxwell to shake her head, as they point to the blinking devices mounted on their wrist. Yang Max scanned them, and she had to bite back across, and they were identified as military-grade heartbeat monitors. Ooh, good thinking, Penguin. Good thinking. Usually, you can just take every gun out on your way, but if they have heartbeat monitors on, you wouldn't know that something is amiss if one of them is skipping heartbeat or higher pulse or anything like that. Good thinking. God, the Megas could not have come at the worst time. I complained, I hoisted his rifle over his shoulder. As he and his partner moved past the hidden superiors. Wow, why am I stumbling on that? Move past the hidden superiors. There you go. I had no reason to stumble upon those words. Those are not even hard words.
Oh man! After you read the next two sentences, I wonder if you're gonna agree with it. Go ahead.
Yeah, there is nothing worse than having to use the restroom in the dark. Guys, come up on all smooth though. Command pot? So they replied.
That's the penguin's real name.
Ah. So they replied. With his rifle in hand pointing downward. I mean, I have used the toilet in the blackout multiple times.
So and
Uh,
you do find some things
okay.
worse.
I mean, it depends. If they were standing and just peeing, yes, it is very bad to do it. But if you are sitting down, you have nothing to worry about.
Well, I remember the bathrooms like that might be towards the middle of the building, and if the lights go out, it's totally dark in there because there's no windows.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to stumble around there in the absolute dark unless you have your own light source somehow.
Yeah, but we are talking about gods who have definitely have uh some light on their iPhone or something.
Yeah,
There's no
maybe.
way they don't. Especially for these scenarios. You think there is someone here? Cops? On the bad face? Possibly. No, there are cat face here. Here is, and there comes his arms. Always the cops and not them though. Arms their face a bit numb from last time. It's actually hard to use the mouse with my left hand. While the right one is literally taken over by the dog. Yup, that's how it does it. That's right, glowingly. Then, what's the most getting I this year going? All of us are going to get a lot richer. Haha, you know it. Then I tell you out. The two of them traveled further down the hallway, eventually disappearing behind the corner. When they were out of sight, the three heroes stepped out from the shadows. Clouds passed across their faces. O'Neill? With Scarecrow? They never had the name Scarecrow. It could be with anyone. They suggested, and Batman's frown deepened. I mean, for all we know, it could even be with the Brainiac, who is not here yet, but it could be. Don't forget about him, he is coming. Possibly. Only one way to find out. They can ignore it. Then the scene continued running down the corridors. The police kept really spirit, descending there we go. Where any guard were, and how to avoid them. Although they were confident in their ability to take them down, the heartbeat monitors were made, taking one down, and offered an invitation to be swamped. Finally, they came across a low metal gate sitting across the hallway, halting their progress. We are here! The master declared as she walked up to the door. She stepped next to her kick out the header, then held out her hand expectantly. Knowing what she was looking for, they nodded and reached into her pouch, pulled out the swiped keycard. Only to her surprise, she couldn't find it. Who would have guessed? They fished her
Oh
hand.
man, I'm so surprised. Are you surprised? I'm surprised.
They fished her hand around the pouch, reaching every corner of it. But with the growing alarm, she found that it wasn't there. Only for Catwoman to appear behind them. Is it what you are searching for? And then put the keycard down. What's the hold up? Yeah, yes. Then they looked at the powder in alarm. The keycard! It's gone! She went, holding both Yang and Batman to stare at her incredulously. Are you serious? How? Batman demanded. I thought I just gave it to you, they pointed out, finally annoyed. They told back to where she last had the keycard, trying to find how she could have misplaced it. Then an icon that came to mind, a big cone. Big cone! A realization. I think that's a mistake, kinda. Oh, and then she never gone. Like, ah, ah.
The groan just lasted through about both of those paragraphs.
Yeah,
The end of one and the beginning of another just continues. Or she stopped and then groaned again.
yeah.
But this time with realization.
One of them was the beginning of the end, another was the end of the beginning. I know what happened. They were putting the key on the way and was bumping the movement. I heard something. What have done that was accident? Great. That's what gold. I shook her head. Then we are hacking the device and someone over the container. Come on me. This might take a while. When there is me.
Suddenly they hear a wavy noise.
Me. Both Meg and Nick nodded and took position along the wall. A few 10 minutes passed. Faint footsteps going closer and closer. The patrol they had just passed was returning. Here! That's what I said, and the device beamed. The door unlocked. I quickly the three heroes passed through the threshold. When they were on their side, they closed the door and locked it, leaving no trace of the entrance.
Now, is it clear in the new room they're in?
It's been unloaded.
Yeah.
They had made through the time to look at their surroundings, over that the gleam and glamour that was the public areas. The section was of the iceberg lodge hid no truth. The entire room they found themselves in was covered in a thick layer of dust. There was a section of wallpaper peeling away to reveal the chief mood underneath. To them, it says saying no criminal activity, which seemed apparently given the owner. Or maybe it was hacking of being an unused section of the building. Because it is covered in dust, right? What's the next move? They asked. The three of them moved into the adjacent room, and they found an old outdoor gate. The sewers, as well as actually pried open the gate. Ew, seriously? They whined and grimaced. Also this pressure, but nodded. Yes, unfortunately. There's a road directly underneath, and we'll take us right to his office. And his adults will take us straight to it. I mean, you could have gone through the sewers to begin with, if you wanted to. Yeah, sighed, but then Lee pat her shoulder in sympathy. The other neighbor looked at her, then turning back and picked her nose. I swear, I'm going to smile for a week. I mean, Blake is gonna be more annoyed by it because she has a sensitive nose.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, muttered as she entered the duct. Nick smiled wistfully as she ran, then prepared to enter only to stop as she heard a faint sound. She turned her hand sharply to the door, but that was as she heard it, but there was nothing. No, that was a Catwoman. Makes me turn Max vision to see into the woods, but again, there was nothing but a few rats. After a few more moments, she shocked and entered an adduct, closing it behind her. And once again, and I said we are stopping here. Because, yeah.
Well, sure, but the next scene break, it looks like it's pretty close.
Yeah, we are keeping it for the next one. Because I'm literally losing my voice at the moment.
Sure.
I don't know how much you could hear that I was struggling with some of the last words. Don't try. So, got her hand up. If I had any problem. No. Ah, so we will have some cats in following the path of the penguin. Now, the question is gonna be, who is gonna save who? Because it's gonna be something. I can tell that one of them is gonna get caught and they're gonna save each other. I don't know which way around. I'm gonna assume Blake, Yang, and the Batwoman are gonna get caught, and the Catwoman are gonna save them. Because they are the ones who are being lost contact with.
I think for the moment they're being followed.
Yeah, they are being followed by the Catwoman. For sure. You're not about to open the key once they left, but they opened the door.
Wonder what she's up to, though.
I mean, whatever it is, it's probably money.
Yeah, usually, or there's something to that effect.
I'm just casting my voice at the moment. So you're sleeping in my lap, or trying to sleep. So yeah, that is it for today. And tomorrow we are doing Adventure in the TARDIS. With Agent Ladybug.
Yep.
Where are you going?
Don't know much about her, but yeah, the story seems to be leaning in that direction.
All the past things are. I wonder where the other one is.
Something you said just recently reminded me of the link I shared with you in Discord.
Ah. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right here, and we are gonna watch it.
Well, certainly off the stream, yeah.
Yeah, on the stream.
It's a musical, so it's definitely going to be
Then
copyright
definitely, yeah.
issues.
But yeah, thank you everyone for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.